Hi, this is Jason Penrose with the Penrose team at eXp Realty. Thank you for tuning to Jason Penrose TV. Today we're going to be talking about the National Housing Report that came out recently that has a lot of people talking about the condition of the housing market, where things are going in the future. We're going to cover all that. The full report's below. Stay tuned. We're going to cover the highlights. Thanks again for tuning in to Jason Penrose TV. So today we're talking about the housing report that came out recently that everyone's talking about. So we had heard recently that there are about 630,000 more homes on the market for sale than buyers. That's the most ever recorded since they started tracking these numbers back in 2013. February of last year, there was about 449,000 homes on the market for sale. So we have more than buyers. So we have almost 200,000 more homes on the market for sale now than we did this time last year. So inventory is starting to build. We're starting to see homes go into pre-foreclosure. We're hearing about layoffs due to AI, right? All these things are starting to happen that are causing people to want to sell their homes, and there's not enough buyers stepping up to take on those properties. So what does that mean? It means that in most markets right now, the housing market is starting to get a little soft. Arizona, we still have declining home prices in most cases. So the peak of the market was in 2022 when interest rates went from about 3% on mortgages to almost 8%. It was the craziest rate hike on mortgages in US history, right? So 2022 saw the peak, with low rates at the beginning of the year and then high rates at the end of the year. Since then, in most cases, prices have been steadily declining throughout the valley. Now, the market hasn't crashed, but prices aren't as high in most cases as they were in 2022. So what we're seeing in a lot of cases is people who bought homes in 2022, 2023, 2024, unless they put a huge amount of money down in most cases, or they put a lot of improvements into the property, their home could be worth less than what they paid for it. So we're starting to see some people selling out of need, not out of want. Like something happened, something changed, they need to sell. So people are asking me, Jason, what should I do? Should I sell my home now or should I wait 5 to 10 years? I find there's two buckets of people. There's one bucket who goes, you know what, Jason? I'm concerned about another housing crisis of '08, and I don't want to take a chance, and I don't want to be stuck in my home for the next 10 years. So I want to make a move because I want to be comfortable where I'm going to be for the next decade of my life. That's bucket one. Bucket two, people are like, I really don't care if the housing market drops 50% in the next 5 years. I'm staying put. If the market declines, it declines. I'm not going anywhere for the next decade. Now, I'm not saying a housing crisis was going to happen. I am saying that we do have a softening housing market. We do have buyers stepping up, but not enough for the amount of inventory coming on. So pick the place you want to be for the next decade. If you are where you are and you're comfortable, perfectly good. If you're like, you know what, maybe 1 or 2 years in this home, I'm not sure I have long-term plans of staying here, maybe you want to look at making a move. If you know anyone thinking about buying or selling a home, please forward them this video. Reach out to me. I definitely would love your referrals. My number is 602-738-9943. Read the full report below. Call me with any questions. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Make it a great day.